Hey guys, how you doing? You're watching Adventuring with Braden, and in today's video, we're going to be making a trip out to the West Coast to check out Long Beach and Astoria and the surrounding regions, and we're going to learn a bit about the history of the regions. It's going to be a great time. Let's go check it out. So Long Beach, Washington, with a length of 28 miles, is considered the longest beach in the world. However, this is not true. It is recognized as the longest drivable beach in the world and the longest beach in the world located on a peninsula. The city of Long Beach was established back in 1922. Prior to this, Henry Harrison Tinker bought the land from Charles E. Reed in 1880 and called the town Tinkerville. The intention of the town was to create a tourist destination. At the time, the town received about 5,000 visitors a year. Many activities were enjoyed in the town, including fishing, clam digging, and horseback riding. From 1889 to 1930, the Iowa Railway and Navigation Company operated a narrow-gauge railroad that ran up the whole peninsula. The Long Beach Depot was established in the town with two hotels built near the depot by the Tinker and Hanneman family. The center point of the town eventually became known as Rubberneck Row, which included Milton York Candies, a post office, a barbershop, Vincent Souvenirs, and the Crystal Bathhouse. This photo taken here was taken back in 1905 of the Crystal Bathhouse, which offered a heated pool, as well as a social hub and a refuge from the elements. And next on our trip is Cape Disappointment. Cape Disappointment is a narrow piece of land that extends out into the sea. In 1788, the British fur trader John Meares sailed along the coast of the Pacific Northwest in search of trade opportunities and in search of the rumored Columbia River. John eventually reached the headland where the Columbia River merges into the Pacific Ocean. John noted the turbulent waters and shifting sandbars, and he was unable to locate the Columbia River, as he believed the mouth of the river to be just a small bay. Out of frustration, John named the headland Cape Disappointment. Just 4 years later, in 1792, American Captain Robert Gray was able to successfully navigate the entrance and confirmed it to be the mouth of the Columbia River. During the Civil War in 1862, Fort Cape Disappointment was established with fortifications to protect the mouth of the Columbia River from Confederate and foreign attacks. The fort was later named Fort Canby and was expanded under the Endicott Program. The Endicott Program was headed by War Secretary William Crownshield Endicott. The project cost an estimated $127 million at the time, and from 1885 to 1905, the project took place. It resulted in the development of 29 forts that held cannons, mortars, and floating batteries. Floating batteries are also known as warcrafts. A part of this project also included Fort Columbia, located further up the mouth of the Columbia River. Now we're going to make our way across the Columbia River using the Astoria-Megler Bridge. The bridge first came into use back in 1966 and is the longest continuous truss bridge in the United States. The bridge is 4 miles in length, and prior to the bridge being built, travelers had to use a ferry to cross the mouth of the Columbia River. On our last stop, we chose to visit the Goonies House, out in Astoria, Oregon. The house was used as a plot device in the 1985 cult classic, The Goonies.
Come on! Do it!
The film has remained a cult classic over the last few decades and includes stars Sean Astin, who eventually took on the role of Samwise Gamgee in the Lord of the Rings franchise, Josh Brolin, more recently known as Thanos from the Avengers movies, Gurney Halleck in Dune, and Archer Graff in the new horror movie Weapons. This concludes our trip. You're watching Adventuring with Braden. Have a great day.